Let me tell you how Christianity was taken over by rich Americans. See, 100 years ago, American Christianity was actually pretty left wing. So the rich went out and bought it and bastardized it. My name is Cameron Riley. I'm the co host of the Bullshit Filter podcast. And on a recent episode, we were looking at the different reasons people support Trump and MAGA. And a lot of the reasons are actually legitimate. They have good reason to be frustrated and angry. They just don't understand the real reasons, and they've put their faith in a con man. But one of the groups that are angry are Christians, not for any good reason, just that their religion's in decline because people are becoming more literate and more educated as time goes on. But most American Christians these days seem to have right-wing tendencies, but it wasn't always the case. Go back to the 1930s. The Depression had just flattened the country. Everyone knew that the Depression had been caused by the capitalists, and people were really interested in what socialism might be able to do for the country. Franklin Roosevelt's the president. He comes from an Episcopalian denomination that believed in the social gospel, which is looking after the weak and the poor and the oppressed and marginalized groups. One of the reasons why he put the New Deal into place and tried to get the new Bill of Rights into place just before he died. And that was kind of mainstream American Christianity in the 1930s, 1940s. And the rich hated it. They were threatened by the idea of socialism because people might want to take away their wealth and their power. And a Princeton historian, Kevin Kruse, wrote a great book about this 10 or so years ago called One Nation Under God, where he dug into the history behind what happened next. They found an American pastor in Los Angeles, a guy by the name of James Fifield, who was bankrolled by the boss of Sun Oil and gave him a ton of money to preach a capitalist gospel. Free enterprise is real Christianity, and America is the land of real Christians. So what they did is they bought him reach. He had access to radio stations and newspapers and magazines to preach this new gospel. They also gave him a ton of money to build a big-ass church. And in his magazine and newspaper and radio coverage, he told other pastors, hey, get on board and you too can get money to build a big church. So what happened is the capitalists told the managers of their companies that they should attend these churches. The managers told their employees they should attend these churches. And eventually, over decades, the small lefty churches lost their congregations to the big rich churches. Fast forward and you get televangelists saying, send me a check and Jesus will make all of your prayers come true. And then you get Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck and the Tea Party and finally Donald Trump. None of them are the cause of all of this. They're just the latest front men for this version of American Christianity that was engineered by the rich over 100 years. And now when Christians like the Bishop of Washington at Trump's inauguration or the Pope call for mercy and compassion, they all get told to shut the hell up. Jesus got a corporate sponsor.